Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Destructive News Network. News, no matter how destructive. So we're going to take a look. A lot of people have been asking me, been sending me messages. Hey, there's been another fight at Disneyland. And I was kind of wondering why my Disneyland fight video has been getting like wild amount of views recently. It went viral, a couple of years ago. But it's because there's been another fight at a Disney park. What is going on with Disney, the wokest company in the world? They just seem to be running into a bad spell of vampire activity in America right now. So let's take a look. We got this video here. We're going to take a look at the story. Actually, how about let's look at the video first? I know that's what you guys want to see. You want to see the action. Make sure you hit the like, hit the share, subscribe, Destructive News, follow us on Twitter, and interact with us and let us know what you feel in the comment section. But let's take a look at the video and see what the hell is going on exactly. This is wild. So it's an all-out brawl, it looks like. It looks like the video just kind of kicks off and there's just pandemonium. It looks like a group of people are fighting in a WWF Tag Team Championship, Royal Rumble. But the cool thing about Disney is that these weird Disney families, sorry to offend if you're a weird Disney family, but these weird Disney families, they like dressing alike. So it makes things really easy when there's problems. You know who's with who. So let's take, you got one family versus another. So it looks like a vampire family versus breakfast taco family. Oh man, yeah, this man's looking for revenge. He's looking for revenge. And shout out to the people in this video because, like, unlike the last video, people were getting engaged and getting involved. Looks like a lot of the people that are not involved in this family scuffle, they're backing the hell up. Good for them. Everybody's aware that there are kids here. It's Disney.
Everybody chill. Everybody chill.
I wish the guy that's saying, please chill, there's kids here, would understand that you're not dealing with anybody that's reasonable. You're dealing with vampire issues here. They're not going to stop. They don't care that there are kids here. You cannot reason with them. You've got vampires. You've got a group of them. You've got large guys, multiple, versus this family of others that aren't as big as they are. They don't have the numbers that they have. They're fighting for what they believe is their livelihood in their life. Here goes Mickey Mouse security. So this is a thing that kind of goes back to what, we talk about. That's your security. This is your security. What are they going to do besides call the police and wait like everybody else? Everybody else has called the police already, I'm sure. Where are your uniformed officers? Because I read recently when responding to the other Disney fight video, I re-looked into Disney's policies around security. They have the Mickey Mouse Patrol. They have undercover security that wear plain clothes like everybody else. And they have uniformed police officers. And I was just having this conversation with a loved one saying that Disney has uniformed officers on site, on campus, but they are always 100% never around when this stuff happens. It's almost like it's by design. They're fighting. These are hoods. Oh, we got a little bit of racism in there. He's calling them monkeys. That's gonna get stuff popping. At least he didn't say the N-word. So I don't know why these women are getting involved. There's nothing they're going to be able to do against those men. I don't know what she's supposed to be doing in this. She's no bigger than the women that are on the scene. She don't have a firearm. She ain't got a stun gun, a taser, nothing. All she got is her own wits and her long hair. That's it. There, another one, another security. She got some clogs on. She built like she cleaned houses. She's not built like she's going to stop a group of vampire males from fighting another group of breakfast taco males. Not going to happen in a million years. What does this woman get paid for? These dudes is wrecked, man. Their clothes are ripped up. They're bruised up. They got blood in their faces. They look like they've got some facial damage. They got the worst of it.
But you know what? You don't even about TV. You don't even about TV.
Trust me, you don't know me. And there they go again. They're trying to stop him. There's a group of the family that's trying to stop the family, and then there's a group of the family who's trying to actively battle, and this is on both sides. This is on breakfast taco side. This is on the vampire side.
Everyone take a step back. I'm trying to step back. Pick up the animals. You're animals. We've got security. That's not why you guys come over here, okay? I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting.
You know, this guy, he's like, I'm not fighting. He's kind of in the mix up. This guy right here. Sir, I know you don't work. It doesn't look like you work. He's got a flag. He's got a flag hat, a morale patch flag hat. I don't know if that's just red or if it's red and blue. He might be a first responder. He might be a cop sucker. I don't know. He might be a cop himself. I don't think so. But sirs, people listening to this video, stay out of this stuff. Just stay out. Especially if you're here. You've made it. You've gotten your family and you're in Disney and you can afford all of this stuff and it doesn't really set you back. You've done your job. You've done what you're supposed to do to make it in America. You can provide your children and your family with the excellence that America has to offer, such as an extremely expensive vacation to Disney. You've won. What more do you have to prove? Why risk getting your life ended so that you can no longer provide your family with these things by trying to break up a black and brown brawl? Dear white man, stand back. Glacier Glider, stand back. Please.
I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting.
He's still going, man. He said, "You're animals, monkeys." Well, let's switch over. Let's switch over the story. Let's read what the heck they made of this. So according to reports, two families got into a massive fight while waiting in line for a ride at Disney World in Florida. So this didn't happen at the California Disneyland. This was happening in Disney World in Florida. And a fight resulted in one man being taken to the hospital. They got the little video. They got the whole thing like we just had there. And they're putting the warnings on the video. It's highly offensive. Got offensive language, violence, the whole nine. So the fight happens at Orlando's Magic Kingdom while the families were waiting to get into the Mickey's Philhar Magic Theater for a show. I don't know anything about Disney. I don't really like Disney. I don't deal with it. Video of the fight has been posted on social media. It is believed that it began on Wednesday when a member of the family abandoned her place in line to grab a smartphone, which she had inadvertently left on her electric convenience vehicle. What the heck is an electric convenience vehicle? Is it a scooter? We have another Disney video involving an electric scooter. Is that what this is? I think it is. However, when she tried to go back into her area, the other family, the people with the red and white, who were wearing the matching red shorts, allegedly tried to obstruct her from joining the line. She was trying to get back in her spot. At the theater's departure, a yelling confrontation ensued after a member of the girl's family reportedly informed the other group, "We don't appreciate you guys pushing my little sister." After some vulgar language was thrown back and forth between the two groups, the debate swiftly escalated into a physical altercation that was seen on camera by bystanders. A minimum of 10 people can be seen fighting in the video taken at the site, while other park goers, including children, are seen scurrying for safety. Good job to those children that scurried, because in the other video, people seem to go into the eye of the storm. And in this case, a lot of the people that did not belong there, they weren't there. And I applaud you for that. Good job, people. According to Walt Disney World News today, park security and police eventually broke the brawl. I never saw the police. So, I mean, we were 2 minutes and a half deep. That exchange started way before the video started to record. So, even the response time where the police are involved in the community, they're inundated in the community, they're scattered throughout the park. They probably have a little precinct in there, little holding tank, the whole nine. And the police response is still 5 minutes. I'm going to say it's over 5 minutes. There is a problem in this country right now with law enforcement, especially since COVID started. A lot of the good police are gone. They've retired. They don't want anything to do with this stuff. They don't want to go to work and then find themselves being locked up for roughing up a suspect or having to defend themselves on the job and shoot somebody, God forbid, and end up facing murder charges for doing that, because we support criminals in today's world. So all the good police, the police that we could say, hey, these policemen, the idea of great police, I believe that those police are gone. I believe that they moved on with their careers. They got out of that industry. They've retired if they qualified for it. They're out of here. They don't want any parts of it, and I don't blame them. When I talk about the police, I'm talking about the post-COVID world police. These people that just are not doing a good job. They're just kind of wash-ups. They don't really know what they're doing. They're showing up to stuff late. They're not really protecting. They're not serving anybody. So their times are bad. And there's no excuse. You're already on scene. How are your response times this bad? A witness spoke to Fox 3 and said, "We came upon it, and it appeared as though it took approximately 2 minutes for security guys to come." That wasn't the police. That was security. It took 2 whole minutes. And then it was probably around 5 minutes after that when deputies showed up. So I haven't read this article ahead of time. I'm reading it live. This is a live recording. When I'm right, I'm right. These guys are taking 5 to 10 minutes to get on scene in a place where they already are. They didn't have to drive a police cruiser, an FPIU to Disney and get through security and go into the park. They probably have an office there. They are assigned to this location, and it still took them 5 to 10 minutes to get there. This is unacceptable. This is the second time. And there's probably been instances where there's been other fights that just didn't go mainstream because there wasn't video and they weren't massive. But there's a huge problem. And I'm not putting this all on the police, because these people shouldn't be doing this. A person should understand. We should look to communicate first. Hey, ma'am, no cutting in line. I'm not cutting in line. I got out of line to get my phone. I'm with my family. They're right there. I'm looking to rejoin them. Is that okay? Is that reasonable? And it is. It is reasonable. There's a group. It's Disney. We're doing this for kids, right? Allow that woman to get back with her family. You're not losing or missing out. Her family's still in front of you. You're not going to gain anything. And you're certainly not going to lose anything. You're all at Disney together. Just get along. Get along with other Disney families. I thought Disney was about family. Apparently it's like the Warriors and this is a gang war. That's what's happening at Disney, right? They even have the uniforms. They have their own sets. Mickey Mouse gang. So they don't want that to happen. It was said that one man received a significant cut on his chin and was transported from the site in an ambulance while other members of the family suffered minor injuries. So they got scuffed up pretty good. Yeah, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Look at these beasties. These beasties. They got weaves popping and they beating ass. That's what they're doing. You got all these people in the background. They filming it. Good for them. Good for them. Stay out of this stuff. They double teaming, death kicking, death blows. We talk about this stuff on the channel. The death blows, always kicking when someone's down. And I'm not talking about an innocent kick. They're trying to stomp your brains out while you're on the ground. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just would never find myself in this situation because I just stay away from places like this. I have a rule. If it's more than 3, it ain't going to be me. And when I say 3, hair, hat, hooligans, beasties, vampires. If there's more than 3, it ain't going to be me. I'm not there. I'm getting out of there. Let's run through the video one more time and just look at it together and all. This is crazy. And it seems like a lot of it is women. Women are the ones amping it up. They're the ones throwing the most blows. And they're charging the guys up. They're putting the batteries in their back because they feel like they've got to defend these women who are just out of control. These vampire women. They're just out of control. And they lose their minds and they become remote controlled by the emotion of the women because they are running the black household. Unfortunately, they're running the household. They do what they tell them to do. I like that. He said, you're helping them. You're helping them. And I have a problem with that. If I'm fighting or if you see somebody fighting and you jump in and you grab one of them, you're helping the other side. So you're holding this guy's hands. Look at this. He grabbed this guy and he's holding him and he's pulling him out of the way while the other women attack the women in his family in a group. This guy is not a bystander that's trying to stop the fight. This guy is holding him out of the battle while these girls jump his female relative. He is assisting them, and he called it out. And I bet nobody caught that. You're helping them. He's helping the girl. They are outnumbered. You see 1, 2, 3, 4. And one woman on the ground and one girl over here getting beat on. And he says, no, I'm not. But he's still holding this man out of a fight where one of his loved ones is getting quadruple teamed. Possibly 2 additional vampires ready to strike on this one person while he's being held out of the fight by a man. I tell you, I will give you this advice or this threat from myself. If I am involved in a situation where I have to defend my loved one, my family member, my wife, my girlfriend, whatever it may be, I'm going to do that regardless of the gender, regardless of the gender identity of the person that is doing the attacking. And I promise you, if you come for me to pull me out of the way while my loved one, my wife, is getting jumped, triple, quadruple teamed by a group of vampires, you are with them. And I promise you will not see the next day. So he's holding him and pulling him out of the way while his family member is getting beat on by multiple assailants. So now he gets free. What was the point of doing that? Because again, there's this code, the vampire code, to help other vampires if you see them, no matter if they're right or wrong, no matter if they're in the right, no matter if they're in the wrong, it's like they've got this chip in their head to support and help the other vampires. So they over there deep beating a woman in his family, and they hold him out. This man right here, the guy in the green shirt right there in the center, he's looking for revenge at this point, and he gets it. And another guy grabs him and jumps him, because a lot of the men in this country are naturally simps. They are natural simps. It doesn't matter if the woman has a handgun, a knife, and she's stabbing and doing her thing. There's always going to be this simper man that jumps out and goes, "You can't hit a woman. I'm going to protect her no matter what she's doing." And you see it on display right here. It's crazy. There's more of them. There's way more of the red short family than there are of anybody else. And you got some random guys helping them by taking the few men that they have that weren't super old or super short and taking him out of the fight to help the family with the red shorts and pants beat them up. This is what people aren't going to talk about. This is why I do what I do and people like my content, because I talk about the culture. I dig deep and I look at what's actually happening. That guy is with them. They may not be in the same family, but they're in code.
There's kids here. There's kids here. Please back up, boys. Everybody chill. Everybody chill, please.
No one is doing that thing where they're like getting in between with any of the vampire females. You notice that? You notice they're not doing that. Only the men. They're grabbing the men, they're moving the men, they're holding the men back, while the vampire females are beating the crap out of the women. They got him, grabbed him again while they're surrounding his female family member. So how are you, literally the people that are standing around that are supposedly helping neutralize the situation, calm the situation, are in, after looking at it, armchair quarterback, they're actually helping the family in red get the advantage, the further advantage in this fight. And she's still getting cheap shots in. That's why they said, hold them, they're still jumping around. No one wants to interact with the vampire females, but they're grabbing the men on the other family, which there are fewer of, and holding them out of the fight so the vampire women can beat up the normal women, the breakfast taco women. Are you involved? They charge my dad. So you got a young male that's being neutralized. The random people on the sidelines are grabbing the fighters in the breakfast taco family and pulling them out of the fight, leaving the women in the family to get beaten and jumped by the vampire female. If that's not a crazy society, I don't know what is. It's very upsetting to see this. They're still going, and he keeps saying they're still going? You're holding all the men at bay and letting their women be attacked without any interruption, without any block. The breakfast taco family is in a lose-lose situation. They don't have the numbers. They don't have the brute strength. And the few men that are capable of fighting are being held, restrained out of the fight, and only the women are getting beat up.
Stop! I agree. I like that though. But you know what? You're not about TV. You're not about TV, bro.
And there she goes again. And they're going to grab the men and pull the men out, and then they're going to continue to beat the women.
Stop! Let's go. Move back. Everyone take a step back. I'm trying to step back. Pick up the animals. You're animals. We've got security. That's not why you guys come over here, okay? I'm not fighting.
No one's telling them to get back. No one's telling them to get out of the way. Only the breakfast taco family. Come over here for what? They're backing them down into a corner. Look at all those baby strollers. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I don't have much more to say on this one. Crazy. This one's going too long. We'll let you get your time back. But thank you again for checking out Destructive News. Again, I'm going to be changing the format of the content. Hopefully, take things to another level. Make some good videos in the future. Cover some great stories. And just keep it rolling. Make sure you hit that like, hit that share, subscribe, follow us on Truth Social, follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.